This is 7 News. You can count on us.
A 6-month investigation into trailer thefts in Duncan and Stevens County came to a sad end last night. Law enforcement got a tip. Suspect Alex Richardson was in a house in western Stevens County. Sheriff's deputies drove up to the house around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and they saw someone run in, but when they knocked on the door, no one answered. They got word the man was armed, and there was a female inside with him, so they decided to call on the phone. While they were talking to the woman, they heard a gunshot that would turn out to be fatal. 7 News reporter Garrett Cryer wanted to find out how an investigation into trailer thefts could end this way. Garrett, who did die from the gunshot?
Jan, it was the suspect, Alex Richardson. The sheriff's office says he'd shot himself. The woman who investigators were talking to at the time said Richardson told her he didn't want to go back to prison. He had been in prison before for meth. This is one of the many trailers authorities say Alex Richardson stole. The crime was caught on surveillance video from Halliburton.
You're talking about flatbed type trailers, 16 to 19 foot flatbed type trailers, car hauler type trailers, dump bed trailers.
Many, they say, stolen just like that one in broad daylight.
A person had pulled up into the yard around to the back of their house and hooked up to his trailer and drug it off.
They say he did the same thing with more than a dozen trailers over a 6-month period in Duncan and Stevens County. So police and sheriff's investigators began working together.
Yeah, we had a suspect, but we didn't have a lot of information to really tie him closely to it.
And then last week, a Duncan detective got a break while researching online.
Was able to find that a person out of the county had taken a trailer and pawned it up in the Midwest City area. And it happened to be our suspect.
That suspect was Alex Richardson, who was also wanted for failure to pay fines. Then law enforcement got another break when someone tipped them off as to where Richardson was yesterday. That's when they moved in.
He was very unstable at that time. So we were able to establish telephone contact with a lady that was in the house. And during the conversation with the lady in the house, he apparently shot himself.
Which McKinney says is a sad and unusual ending to what all started as a bunch of trailer thefts. He's just glad no one else was harmed.
It could have been turned out a lot different than it did. Still, it turned out tragically. And my heart goes out to his mother and Mr. Richardson's family right now.
McKinney says investigators were going from location to location recovering trailers today. He says he believes they will be able to recover most, if not all, of the stolen property.